Hi, good morning. For those of you that may not know me, my name is John Akoyan. I want to take a moment every week to share a 5 or 10 minute video with everyone on three different things. And those three areas that I want to talk about are going to be vision, belief, my beliefs and beliefs of this organization, and my take on different subjects when it comes to life and work and everything else. So I'm going to make some effort to create these videos and share it with everybody in the company. And this week, being the first set, I want to start out with something that I believe in, and I believe these are the beliefs of the company. And before I do that, I want to share a quick story I read out of a book recently named Values Inc. There was a story about Gandhi in that book that I want to share. So there's a mother and a little boy that are going out to see Gandhi, and the mother's taking the boy. They walk through the heat, walk for miles to go, and the son, being curious, says, "Mom, why are we going?" And the mother says, "Because I want you to talk to Gandhi. I want him to tell you how important it is for you not to eat sweets." And the boy says, I love sweets. I love eating candy. Why do you want me to stop eating that? It says, because the doctor has told you and I've told you that it's not good for you and you're diabetic and it's making you very, very sick. So the mother, loving her child, takes her for miles and goes and eventually gets to Gandhi through a crowd and sees him and says, "Gandhi, I want you to talk to my boy. He really respects you, and I want you to tell him not to eat sweets because it makes him sick and he's diabetic." And Gandhi looks at the mother and says, "Can you come back in a week?" And being confused, she leaves and comes back in a week with her boy again. And Gandhi sees them from a distance and approaches him, talks to the boy for a few minutes, and then stands up and smiles. And the mother says, I'm just curious. I want to know, Gandhi, why did you have us come back?" He says, "Well, the reason I did is because I too like sweets a lot and eat a lot of sweets. And I couldn't advise your son not to eat sweets if I do it. And I had to stop eating sweets, which I have, and now I could advise him not to eat sweets." And I thought that was a profound story, mainly because, one of the goals that I have and one of the beliefs that I have is that we have to lead by example. And one of the things that we've created is these things called values. And we did it with a management team about 7, 8 years ago, something like that, and created these set of values. And we also have values at home as well that my wife and I talk to our kids about. And I'm going to share both of those with you. But I believe, my belief is that if you have values, those values need to be values you believe in and you want to follow. Now, I also believe in something called progress, not perfection, meaning that the values are something that would keep us at a higher level. Now, our company values are something called values first. And the way we came up with it is we had these big list of value words that were on a piece of paper that we handed out to the entire leadership team. And everybody had to circle 3 to 5 words. I think at the time we said 5 words that we believe that everybody really believes in, highly believes in, as a team. So everyone went out and started circling words, and then I took all that back and found words that were commonly circled. And the words that were commonly circled were actually the words that we all believed in as values. So we took all those words, and those words came out to faith, integrity, respect, service, and teamwork. And we used all of those as our values and put a couple of statements below each one describing what those values mean to the organization. And that's why we call them values first, because faith, integrity, respect, service, and teamwork, if you take the first letter of each one, it stands for first. And we believe, and I believe, that values need to be put in front of us personally and professionally before anything else, because that's sort of like the filter that you run things through. On a personal level, we've created some values at home that both of my boys have memorized. And, I highly like that story only because I believe that as a father, I need to lead my boys by example. And the values we have at home, we got out of a book that I read a long time ago I think it was by John Wooden. He called it his dad used to go over it with them, was the Wooden 2s or the Wooden 3s. And then we took them, we renamed them and reshuffled them values around and came up with the Akoyan 4 3s. The Akoyan 4 3s, I want to go over it. My boys have memorized it. I kind of remember it too. Actually, it's 4 sets of 3s. And those 4 sets of 3s are: be truthful, be honest, be kind, always remain curious, always be responsible, always keep learning, be on time, do what you say please and thank you, love God, love your family, and love other people. And these are our Akoyan 4s that we actually believe in and we talk to our kids about. I actually go over it with them and have them recite it every once in a while. I think I do talk about it quite often and they have memorized it. So this series here is about values, and here's my take on values. Like I said, values come from the inside out. Values need to change behavior, need to change the way you do things, and it needs to make things better. It needs to actually go in a direction that you believe in. And I believe that the values that we have for the organization are the rules of conduct for the organization. They're actually the way that I would like the culture of the organization to be set, for us to have a certain belief system that is a belief system that we all believe in. And one of those belief systems, which is the first value in work, is that we were put on earth so we could succeed. So I believe that we're all supposed to be successful. Nobody wants us to be unsuccessful. And we always strive to learn and stretch ourselves in order to reach our full potential. Now, that common value is also on my value with my kids that says always keep learning, always remain curious, because I have committed myself to lifetime growth, and I want to ask everybody in the company to do the same thing, to work on lifetime growth, meaning that you never arrive, you never get to a point where you feel like you are good at something, that you're always going to be curious, always keep learning, always stretching yourself to do more, figure out more, and learn more, because I believe that whoever our creator is that put us on earth, and I have a belief system on who that creator is, and everybody has their own, and it's okay. And I believe that the creator wants us to succeed. So we all have to work towards bettering ourselves, stretching ourselves, learning, and getting better so we can actually live a better life and live our full potential. Another value that I really like off the list is we treat each other fairly, respectfully, and honestly. And I believe that that's an important value. I was reading another book that was talking about plumbers and what plumbers should do to become successful. It's called Cut the Crap. And in there, it talks about interviewing the organization you're going to work for. It said that if you're going to work for a company, you have to ask them and look at what the company stands for and if you really believe in it before you go working there. And I believe that everybody has a belief system, and that's what you should always do, is you should always interview, constantly ask, do I want to work for this company? Because I believe that there are certain people that are really aligned with the values and some people that may not believe in it and may not be aligned. However, it's okay, just interview the company, find out if the values align with your personal values, and if they do, then there's alignment. Then you can know that you're going to be treated this way. And if you're not always treated this way within the company or by the leaders, then you can call them out on the values, because these values are the set of rules that I believe that our company should operate by. And with that being said, I want to end the first video, and there'll be more segments. And this video is based on values. And I believe the message I take from this book, and I want everybody to take, is that lead by example. If you have children, you have family, you have people, and we're all leaders of our families and our organizations and everything we do. And people are looking at us. And don't treat people like you don't want to be treated. Okay, treat people the way you want to be treated, and lead by example, knowing that if I'm going to ask somebody to do something, I better be willing to do it myself. Thank you for everything you do here, and have a great day, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye.